talking about the not-so-brief history of freestyle. Historians have found evidence of people using a freestyle leg stroke all the way back into the Stone Ages. In the early 1800s, in England, competitive swimming started to become a sport, but the first stroke was breaststroke. The first time we see freestyle being recorded is in the mid-1800s in London, England. The English had brought over some Native Americans to race against them in an exhibition race. The English newspaper, The Times, reported on the Native American stroke as being a barbaric thrashing of the water. However, the Native Americans' barbaric thrashing defeated the English handily, but the English viewed this stroke as uncivilized and continued to swim breaststroke for another half-century. In the late 1800s, Australian Dick Cavell noticed that Solomon Islanders swam using a stroke that looked like they were crawling along the surface of the water. He took this stroke, refined it a little bit, and named it the Australian Crawl. The style soon became popular enough to be featured at the 1896 Olympics, where it was competed for 3 of the 4 swimming events. At the Olympic Games in 1912, American Duke Kahanamoku added a 6-beat kick rather than a scissor kick to this new front crawl stroke on his way to a gold medal in the 100-meter freestyle. In 1922, Johnny Weissmuller became the first person to break a minute in the 100-meter freestyle. After Johnny Weissmuller retired from competitive swimming, he wrote a textbook on how to properly swim the freestyle, where he talked about having a high elbow recovery and a bent arm pull phase. This became the standard for the front crawl stroke for years to come. Throughout the 40s, 50s, and 60s, swim coach Cecil Colwyn noted that the best freestylers had a beautiful flow about their stroke, and it looked like they were moving through the water with ease. In 1962, Australian phenom Dawn Fraser became the first woman to break a minute in the 100-meter freestyle. She actually did so while covering the longer 110-yard race in 59.9 seconds. In the 1964 Tokyo Olympics, she repeated the feat on her way to a gold medal victory, swimming the 100-meter race in 59.5 seconds. In the 1970s, Jonty Skinner became known for his hydroplaning style of freestyle, where he emphasized a heavy, fast kick to help boost his body to the surface of the water, trying to swim on top of the water rather than through the water. In 1976, Jonty Skinner became the first man to break 50 in the 100-meter freestyle. Soon, a fast kick tempo and a fast arm tempo became the standard for sprint freestylers. In the early to mid-2000s, Michael Phelps began popularizing a loping style of freestyle. While there still is debate on whether there is one specific freestyle technique that may be best, or there are many that can suit the needs of many athletes, there are a few things that most coaches will agree upon.